How's it going, everybody? My name is Wattles and I'd like to welcome you to another Minecraft lore video. With the recent announcement of the Minecon Biome Chooser Fan Vote, I thought tackling a lore subject related to one of the 3 biomes up for a fan-selected revamp might be a little fun. In case you're unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, I will link a tweet to that down below. Today, we'll be taking a look at the Husk and going over a bit of lore related to these desert zombies that I believe makes sense. I'm going to try and explain the Husk and create a backstory for that mob in this video today. Of course, this isn't official lore, just a fun, definitely overthought theory. If you stick around to the end, there is a small announcement. As always, feel free to weigh in on the topic at hand today in the comments below. What's your idea for a backstory of the Husk? Here's mine. To better understand the creature in concern today, here's some background on the Husk. These are all facts. Husks are the desert variation of zombies. Husks have a dark brownish gray skin and wear a cream shirt with brown pants. The Husk family of mobs will only spawn in the desert. These creatures will spawn in place of 80% of the normal green zombies. This means you can of course still encounter the typical green zombie when exploring the desert. When a player comes in contact with a Husk, there is a chance that that player will be inflicted with the hunger effect. Husk will also not burn in the daylight and will convert back to normal green zombies when submerged in the water long enough. Husk mobs were added in the 1.10 Frostburn update on Java Edition, alongside other mobs such as the Stray and the Polar Bear. So the fun part, why are Husks the way they are? I believe Husks either died of starvation or are simply starving zombies. If we were going to go the whole died of starvation route, then perhaps a once fully alive adventurer was wandering through a desert. Maybe this adventurer was looking for treasure or something. Either way, they eventually lost their direction. This would be pretty easy to do, as deserts are known to be a bit disorienting. This poor lost adventurer eventually begins to starve because, there's not much food in the desert. The adventurer eventually starves to death, gets dried out, and then turns into a Husk. He or she is still hungry. Now, if we were going to go the whole starving route, perhaps a normal green zombie wandered into the desert in search of some food. Now, why would a zombie go into the desert for food, Wattles? Don't ask me. Zombies aren't very smart, that's why. Anyways, the zombie can't find food, so it dries out, adapts to the scorching desert heat, and becomes a Husk. So there's 2 creation stories on the Husk. I suppose pick whichever one you like. Honestly, I like the whole confused zombie looking for food thing a little more, but I thought both were kind of cool, so there's that. Moving on. Husks are grayed out and brown because they have been dried out due to the intense desert sun. In fact, Husks have been exposed to the sun and heat for so long that they have become adapted to it. This is why these creatures will not burn in the day. A normal zombie is not accustomed to the heat and will burn in the sun. However, when you literally live and exist in pretty much the hottest overworld biome, the sun's heat probably isn't such a big deal anymore. Why are you inflicted with hunger when a Husk hits you? Well, that's simple. Husks inflict hunger because they are starving. And when I say starving, I mean like starving. Like very starving. Perhaps super starving. These creatures are so hungry that it wears off onto you when they touch you. Husks convert back to normal zombies when in the water because their skin is revitalized with water and the creature is cooled down, no longer being all dried out and hot. So, of course, all of this holds up perfectly fine until you're in a desert at nighttime and a Husk spawns right in front of you out of thin air. But anyways, that's my theory on the Husk, a little story that I hope you enjoyed. I'm sure there's already theories out there that are similar to this because it's pretty straightforward, but what do you think? Do you believe Husks are really just a dried out starving zombie? Tell me what you think down below or on my newly launched subreddit. I have created a subreddit for any and all type of discussions, sharing, talking, whatever you want. I've already created a thread on the subreddit for discussing the lore that I went over in this video. Do you have or know of a cool data pack, texture pack, or map that you'd like me or other people to check out? That would be a good place to share it. Maybe you want to see a different game or it reminded you of something. The subreddit would be a good place to talk about it. Maybe you just want to create a discussion about something. That would be the place for that. Okay, you get it? Check it out if you want. There'll be applications for moderator on the subreddit soon. Leave a like on this video if you liked it and subscribe if you haven't yet. If you love what I do and you want to support me, I do have a Patreon page for that. If you do choose to support me, there are some pretty cool benefits that are all laid out over on Patreon. What topic do you want to see me cover next? What biome do you want to see revamped at Minecon? Perhaps I'll make a video on that soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. My name is Wattles. Go have a good day.